Hello there, I'm Nigel Mill. Welcome back to another episode of Frostpunk 2! We are now in Chapter 3, Return to Winterhome. If you haven't played the first game, Winterhome is a very mismanaged, very underplanned, very chaotic town that was built. And in the first Frostpunk, Winterhome was such an unstable city that nobody could survive for a very long time because they were running out of coal, things were breaking down, disease was running rampant, and up to the point where you go to the scenario of Winterhome in Frostpunk 1, you're already leaving, the town. You start the game with a very ruined city. Buildings are crumbling down. You need to dig through the scraps to rescue people and get the hell out of there in a dreadnought. Because Winterhome is not going to save anybody. The frost in Frostpunk 1 was coming to Winterhome, and Winterhome was not in a state to... it was not in a livable state. So, that is what happened to Winterhome. And now I find out that we're going back there. I hate Winterhome. I hate it. Okay. This time, last episode I left all of this with tensions very high. We're not generating nearly enough fuel, even though I have a whole lot of pump jacks everywhere. It is not enough. But since we need to find Winterhome ruins, and I need to colonize it too, so I need to send New Londoner people over there. That means that in this chapter I will focus on first of all not starting a war because tensions are severe. And another thing that I need to do is add... Yeah, I need to add... Oh, I need to build more scouts over there. But first of all, I need to expand and add my scout headquarters to the maximum. I gotta put more Frostland teams in here. Because I don't know where Winterhome is. So this is gonna suck, right? But coal... blocked by storm. 12 weeks remaining. Not a lot remaining. I don't need coal, and one thing that I caught on way too late is that this was draining, its veins while I did not need coal. So that was bad on my part. I didn't catch up to that. But now that the storm is over, my focus is on Frostland teams, increase my Frostland teams, expand whatever I need to expand, and lower the tensions by putting fighting rings around the town. They can release their tensions through beating people up, but not me. Okay? Okay. Sounds like a good plan.
Stuart.
Here we go. Pressure point. What the hell is that? What the hell are those legs? Steward, the Evolvers have stripped naked and are walking the streets wearing naught but their blood warmers to prove they no longer require the meager warmth offered by clothing. We have a better plan for Winterhome. We don't need to pillage it in pursuit of some warm utopia, one shouts to the crowd. We are the warm utopia. Adapt to the frost and everywhere will be warm. The Faith Keepers are outraged by the display, worrying this may sway others to Evolver's cause. They want you to put an end to this blasphemy at once. What should we do? Well, that's horrifying, first of all. And, extreme. Here is my opinion. In one side, the Faith Keepers are, you know, plotting against me, you know, they're increasing in number, and they have more sway in the council, and they oppose my decisions more adamantly when it's not going their way, so that's bad. I don't want to support the Faith Keepers too much, but the Evolvers are already hostile towards me, but I don't like the way they're heading, but it is a good idea. Even if it's a good idea to where they are heading, that is a very grim future that I'm looking at on those legs. So, ban displays of nudity. This is public disturbance wrapped in misinformation. Evolver's fervor is increased. Or allow displays of nudity, which they have the right to wear what they do or don't want. Evolvers may gain new members. You know, if I allow them to walk free with those hideous blood wires, whatever they're called, I don't want a utopia like that. So, ban nudity. And I'm going to... Where are my prisons? I need to round up more people.
Stuart.
I still can't decide on the detainees, and I'm running out of guards. So all of them will come to my guard at some point. But look, tensions... Oh! Tensions are notable now. They're not severe, so I could put the Evolvers to jail, but not the Faith Keepers? What the fuck is this? Population is even throughout the 4 factions, right? The New Londoners were the majority of the population that I had, but now everything is, you know, at the same wavelength. Can I please? Can I please? No? Oh god. Come on, man. I need this. I need it. You know? Can I propose it and can I negotiate with any of you? No. I can negotiate. Oh. Okay. Advanced biowaste hothouse, right? Advanced... Do I have an advanced one? Advanced biowaste hothouse requires a steam core. That's good and all. If I put it here... Huh. Or if I put it there... I would lose some resources when it's time to dismantle, but yeah, I think that will be an agreeable, you know, compromise. Okay, I need to make more deals because this is not going according to plan. Teaching hospital. Use an ability, mobilize watchtowers. Dude, I have mobilized watchtowers for... There is a bug, I'm telling you, there is a bug that doesn't accept my activation of the mobilized watchtowers. Order watchtowers to divert resources from fighting petty crime field, specialized guard squad to quell disruptions and otherwise keep the pieces to a command. Let me try and do this again. And then I need to do another negotiation with the New Londoners. They're mostly hesitant. Yeah, I can do this one, I guess. Vote! I need to do a whole lot of shit.
The votes are in. The measure passes.
Now I have secret police. Nice. Now I can keep a close eye on all of your factions.
Steward!
Clear us, Steward.
Yeah, I can assign secret police. Reduce their size.
Steward.
The relationships with these guys are already gone, right? But there's still 3,000 more members, so I need to keep doing it, and keep doing it, and keep doing it, and keep doing it with the secret police.
Are you listening?
Can I have secret police in... Oh, I can have secret police in other areas, but not these, you know, not the normal factions.
Steward!
I can only use
Steward!
on these things. On the advanced factions, I guess.
Steward!
Do you hear us, Steward?
Alright.
Hear us! Steward!
Desperate mother, communal parenthood. Steward, a woman was arrested for breaking into a city nursery and trying to steal a baby. She claims it was her own. There is no evidence it's her child, as all newborns taken from their mothers are assigned new names. I just know it's him, the woman insists. I recognize his cry. She has garnered support from people who deem the law too extreme. They think communal parenthood should grant biological parents visitation rights of their offsprings. What should you do? Uphold the law and punish her? This incident is yet one more reason to shelter children from their biological parents or give biological parents visitation rights. This is the humane thing to do. Communal parenthood is less affected in increasing the percentage of active workers. Yeah, well, it is the right thing to do. So, yeah, I gotta work on building logistics. Anyways, what else? What am I missing from here? The only thing that is left is Captain's authority, but I can't choose it yet because of story reasons, I imagine. But, okay, the council will stay how it is. I am on my way to completing all promises. My coal outpost is going to run out. I kind of fucked up on that one. I let it, you know, produce coal without having storage for coal, and that was my fault. That was my downfall. But I can do nothing about it now. The only thing I can do now is focus on increasing my Frostland teams so that they are the prisoners
Steward.
finally enlist to militia. God damn it. Woo! Oh, now I have another problem. Housing. I don't have enough heat stamps, but I needed to make more housing anyways because I'm running out of slots to put things in. You know, every major district has already a slot in them, so killing two birds with one stone, it's not going to hurt me.
Hear us, Steward.
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 Hear us, Steward.
Steward.
Another one. Medical dissent, conservative treatment. Steward, an angry young doctor came to complain about the inertia created by conservative treatment. We lost 3 people last week because the fossilized procedures of our senior staff. Me, I could have saved them, not those outdated dinosaurs, he raged. Don't let more people die because of the fuzzing of a few old men. The senior physicians shrug it off. Lack of control is the surest way to malpractice. Inexperienced doctors often struggle when losing a patient. He will get used to it. What should we do? Amend the law to allow exceptions. Conservative treatment is more effective at decreasing disease, but increases tension, relation worses with faith keepers. Maintain strict oversight. Yes. Exceptions open the door to abuse. Yep. Doctors are going to lose people, they're going to save people, that's just what happens. So, let it lie. Alright, what is this? Evolvers protest. Rising tensions. Uh-oh. The Evolvers have taken to the streets in protest against the city's growing dependence on oil and the generator. We cannot stand by and let the Faith Keepers further bind us to a single point of failure. We kept silent as the whiteout endangers us all, but no more. They evidently feel they have no further recourse to make their dissent known, infiltrating the most vital buildings in the district. They hold production lines hostage. What should we do? They also dislike all due maintenance, dutiful use, and conservative treatment. Well, these people have been on my neck the entire fucking game. So, repeal machine attendance, research, relationship, rotation. With our species on the brink of extinction, we will assign people new partners regularly to maximize childbirth. Hey, I hope... Oh man, we need this in real life. It would be so much more fun. But, convince them to stop. Raise relations to neutral. Stop their... There's no way I'm going to do this. Ignore for now. We will deal with them later. I don't want population growth to be significantly increased, so ignore for now, we will deal with them later. Due to our poor relations, the evolvers have begun a protest. They seek change in the direction of the leading the city in. Production is halted in affected district for every 1,000 of their supporters. They will spread to another one over time. You can negotiate the end of the disruptions to quell with the guards. It will be more difficult and more violent. The higher the fervor of protesters, nullifying their fervor will also prevent them from blocking the district fully, as well as ultimately make the protest collapse on its own. Hey, you want to go to war, right? We shall go to war with you. The other faction will engage in a counter-protest, starting the collapse of the current disturbances. Protests will collapse one by one. Some counter-protesters might get injured. Both protesting and counter-protesting faction will gain fervor. Put them down! Send the guards in to put them down. I absolutely do not want any problems with you from now on.
Steward.
You wanted to be against me the entire fucking playthrough? I'm going to respond in kind to you, and I'm the steward with all this militia by my side. So you choose your side, but I'm going to tell you this is going to cost you dearly. Anyways, what was I doing? Ah, the Frostland teams. Hey, I hope you people are doing amazingly well over there in the Frostlands, because in New London is kind of shit. Anyways, Outpost 11. Oh, yeah, this was one of the scenarios from Frostpunk 1. Outpost 11 contains a military warehouse from before the Frost. This military warehouse, I remember there being lots of steam cores. That would be amazing if there's steam cores left. Over many years, the settlement here salvaged its content for materials and cores. Exactly. At one point, temporarily declaring independence from New London. Hey, yeah, that's what happened. In the Outpost 11 scenario, you could, New London was demanding and demanding and demanding and demanding and demanding way too much from Outpost 11 that it became impossible to meet their demands and survive yourself. So at one point, they just said, fuck it, we're going to cut off from you and we're going to be independent. And then comes New London in that scenario back like, oh, sorry, we expected too much of you. It's just that our city is in crumbling ruins. We cannot support to feed our families anymore. But you are our savior. I know that our leadership is bad, but you have made everything possible with your leadership. That is the scenario, basically. Now the warehouse is empty. Oh! We could use it as a storage facility or salvage the remains of the settlement. What? There is nowhere more secure for our stockpiles than Outpost 11. That's good. I don't need materials, so I was hoping I would get steam cores from this, but it's not an option. Nansen's Stormwatch. The place where Fridtjof Nansen was last seen just before the Great Storm hit. The captain later ordered the walls strengthened and the larder expanded. Our expeditions can use this base to rest and resupply. Cool. Kind of a bummer, but steam cores, yeah, steam cores, there you go. Everything here is not dangerous anymore, right? So I should stop making, say a safety basis, essentially. So, all right, this protest is going down. I am on my way to make more housing and scout teams, so let's continue on that plan. Unless someone interrupts me, I guess.
Steward.
Young doctor goes mad. Conservative treatment. Steward, the young doctor who questioned the ways of the conservative treatment, got into a violent fistfight with senior surgeon. He had just lost another patient and blamed it on the senior, who allegedly took too long to approve a surgical procedure. The young doctor was fired and banned from the medical practice. Hey, I understand, but people die in these situations, and you know, if I went the other way, then it would be unregulated, and if I went, you know, this way, well, this is what happens. This is what happens.
Throw rubbish in the ventilation tower.
David Holm, carpenter. Ouch! A schnapps. Never tried that before. Hints of strawberry. Wonderful. How they managed. Aged and infused with peat. Could be fun. Haha! But here's the good stuff. 120 proof. Which a special deal today only. Buy 2, get 1 free. Anna's always moaning about we're short on funds, so she'll appreciate the bargain. Maybe we'll have company over. The privatized alcohol production now leads to an increase in alcohol consumption. Well, anything to take your minds off the factions that are going to war with us soon. Frostland teams, give me the snitch. Abandoned lazaret built hastily during the 1901 plague. These buildings were used to quarantine infected New Londoners. Now they lie silent and forgotten. Scores of wooden crosses and grim reminder of what had inspired. Should we decide to disturb the dead, dismantling this building could use some raw materials. How many raw materials? 300 prefabs? I'll come back later. I don't need prefabs right now. Wise Woman Camp. Our scouts have met with wise women for which these hills are famed. Some are in fact New Londoners who left during the captain's first days. They would be pleased to return to New London now that we have a council, and they say they can bring some cores with them. However, some of the captain's most loyal followers consider these women traitors and think they should remain exiled. Yes. Come to the city. I will accommodate all of you. Schematic temple. Inside this abandoned temple, our scouts found a circle of frozen naked bodies laying around a strange idol made of ice. Nearby sat a pile of Faithkeeper robes. The temple has fallen into disrepair. We could salvage it for prefabs, but the Faithkeeper would prefer that we destroy all evidence of this place. Why? Do you have something in the closet? Some skeletons in the closet? Salvage the remains. People will learn where these prefabs came from, but they're too valuable to waste. What temple? We will erase all evidence of this place. I'll come back later. I don't need prefabs right now. Where else are steam cores? Here. Launch expedition. Alright, another expedition done. Silver automatons, the old empire. Under the snow lies a canopy of automatons with imperial livery and tarnished silver hulls. The machines seem to have come from the Ashtop Mountains. The scout managed to decipher their last instructions. If no one arrives, seek survivors. Our scouts are confident they could prepare the automatons to work in New London, otherwise they could repurpose the automatons' cores. Damn, that's a lot of workers. 4 cores, that's not gonna be... I'm gonna fix the machines. Abandoned camp. Rows of empty bunkhouses remain from when a community camped here. They have little other traces, certainly nothing of value, but the structures themselves contain some useful components. Let me see. The Gorge. The Serpentine Gorge is a hallmark of the approach to New London, promises safe. Okay, this, and then it only takes 5 people for this. Alright, cool. I need to make more factories, because the more goods you have, the better heat stamp income you receive. And that is very important because when people are coming in rows and rows and rows and rows of people, I need more resources to build, and I do have a lot of prefabs. I don't have enough heat stamp generation, you know, because a whole lot of shit is happening. If you haven't noticed, I'm in the verge of war with the Evolvers, and assigned secret police to decrease their size. So,
Stewart.
the less people they have in their cause, the more successful I will be when I eventually go to war with them. So, that's what I'm preparing for. The Frostlanders are also against me, the Faithkeepers.
Do you hear us, Stuart?
These motherfuckers have some shady shit going on in the background, and I don't much care for them either. The New Londoners, well, they are my people, so I guess I will side with the New Londoners and the Frostlanders if they stop being whiny bitches. So,
Stewart.
yep, those are my plans. Hey, the gorge has been explored. Nice. Weather station. This outpost once predicted temperatures drops from the Winterhome. The peak is visible for miles around. The ideal place for a beacon to help travelers reach New London. Increase the population growth. Nope. I'm not gonna do that. Why is this? Why is this? Requires more. A mining complex, one inhabited by children who, over many years, grew older and are now elder citizens of New London. Requires more resources in deposits? There's still resources down there? Anyways. Winterhome Bridge. We're close to Winterhome, unfortunately. Remains of the old bridge leading to Winterhome. An ominous sign hangs from the nearest side. Only death lies beyond. Whether it was left by would-be jokers or superstitious scouts is unclear. Yeah, I know. Death is incoming. Cursed Valley. The Serpentine Gorge is a hallmark of anyone approaching New London, promising a safe return home. North of it, where there should be an abandoned coal mine. Should. Emphasis on should. Another place explored. Let's see. Languid herd. These reindeer seem to be slowly dying away to constant storm and lack of edible fauna. They won't survive too many more years. Perhaps we should send out the hunters while we can. An outpost here could increase our supply by 90 food until the deposit is depleted. That's good. And a wrecked warehouse. A crumbling warehouse sits by a dilapidated track. It has been pillaged many times by scavengers, but one of our scouts noticed a metal trap door. She drilled through the thick metal and entered a buried chamber containing pristine cores. Instruction manuals in the chamber show the cores were intended to drive a locomotive, but we can refurbish them to another purposes in New London. Yeah, get those. God damn it, we need them. We need many of them. Alright, 2 more places. Winter Palace, the Old Empire, possible settlement. Over the snowy valley towers the opulent manor, complete with a marble ballroom and an indoor pool of hot spring water. That's nice. Our scouts walked straight past the classical library and Turner seascapes to be amazed by the fur coats and felting gear in the servants' quarters, as well as silver skinning knives and leatherworking tools. The scouts wanted to take the boots and coats home, but the commander disagreed. We should use these samples and these tools to set up a factory reproducing the works of the old world. Then everyone in New London will have a fur coat and waterproof boots. Take the goods. That's a lot of goods. Or establish a manufacturing outpost, which, what will it do? Prepare to build an outpost that will produce goods. Yes, we will keep the world alive by reproducing its works. Hell fuck yeah. This is extremely important. I need these. I don't have enough stamps, fuck, but hey. I need to explore this too, because I will have a straight path towards the mountains if I explore this area. I just gotta save more heat stamps in the process. Ice storage. A steel shed sits by the small crevasse. Its doors are rusted shut. The letters IEC embossed across its roof. Our scouts managed to cut their way in and found a store of cores and tower pumps. Parts once used to construct the generator, but unsuccessfully, I guess. Take the parts. Take them. We need them.
Feel no misplaced pity for prisoners. Pain is part of the punitive process.
Stewart. Prominent Evolver disappears. Rising tension. Stewart, a prominent member of the Evolvers, have gone missing. He'd been muttering about strange men following him for days, but I thought the old fool was just being paranoid, said his secretary. The Evolvers point out that lesser-known faction members have also gone missing recently. Guards are ignoring the issue. We won't be treated like second-class citizens, said the faction delegate. What should we do? Order an investigation. We must get to the top. Even though I hate the Evolvers, the case of people disappearing is concerning. So, find out the issue, people. I don't want to explore that thing. Dreadnought Husk. Curse of Winterhome. Oh, so this is where the dreadnoughts went. Not too far. An ancient empty dreadnought hull towers over the flat snow. Our scouts met some people living in shelters on the leeward sides who claimed the mighty machine was stripped clean long before they arrived. The people have asked us to take them to New London, if only so they can be further away from the ruins of Winterhome. Everyone who goes there comes back with a cough that only worsens. One of the camp leadership said, "Stay away. Let the Frostlanders in. I don't have accommodations for all of you." But let's see. Ruins of Winterhome. Winterhome has a cursed history. A series of corrupt leaders pushed the city's generator beyond its limits. At last, a competent captain took charge, but by then the generator had been permanently damaged and doomed to explode. The city's people had no choice but to gather all they could to a nearby dreadnought and take their chances in the Frostlands. Rumor has it that the ruins still hold valuable resources, but our scouts avoid the site, fearing toxic gases leaking from fissures in the ground and ghosts that wail through the night. This place is dead. We should move on. Explore the site. The time has come to make use of the cursed city. We will need to connect rails and send colonists. Yes. Let us. We need to connect. Whoa. Okay. We need to connect the path, and then we need all these stuff to make it livable and establish a colony, which is nice. Huh. I still need to do this though. I need the mountains to be explored so I can get here. Alright, it has been explored. Let's see. Ruins of Tesla City. Oh, damn, Tesla City. Woo! For those of you who haven't played Frostpunk 1, Tesla City was like a gold mine in Steam Course, but you had like a 80% chance of the city being too dangerous and it killed your Frostland squad. So the way people got into Tesla City in Frostpunk 1 was to save scum. You know, send scouts there, pass the time. If the 80% chance of dying killed your team, then you just reload a previous save and hope for the 20% chance that you will succeed in making it a settlement. I hope it's not the case now, because that sucked in Frostpunk 1. Possible settlement. The looming remains of a city once famed for its technological marvels. The place has a bad reputation and has been picked clean over the years, but to our surprise, our scouts uncovered a yet undiscovered chamber. It houses a mechanical calculator powered by a coal-to-oil converter. It remains active, though no one knows what it's calculating. We can either remove the converter to replace in New London, though this will deactivate the machine, or we can send a team here to use the machine to boost our research. Salvage coal-to-oil converter. Why can't we do this? We already have research a coal-to-oil converting building. This would be a waste. Oh, okay. Create research outpost. Research will increase. Leave the machine. Research. But I need to put skyways there. Mysterious towers. The towers can be spotted at the top of these peaks. Further exploration has been hindered by the constant winds and shearing glaciers surrounding the site. Our scouts have noted that some tunnels by Tesla head in this direction. We could outfit an expedition to try and reach this site from underground. Send an 30? That looks like prefabs. I don't know if I want 30 people there. Let me see the other ones first. Captain's mine. The captain himself ordered this mine dug as New London's coal began to dwindle, but its hastily laid trail was lost to the whiteout. The shafts are marked with the miners' final farewells to their families. Damn. So, another outpost. Ice smelter. Possible settlement. This huge mine and smelting apparatus provided the steel used to construct a nearby generators on behalf of the Imperial Exploration Company. A crew of thousands once lived within the below machine, only a small fraction of whom made it to New London. The captain sent the crew with cores here to establish an outpost. There's no sign of the crew, but the cores remain, along with many salvageable components. We can take it all back to New London or finally restart the smelter. These mines helped build the generator and they will serve us once again. We will create an outpost here to generate materials. That's very good. We have new plans for these old cores. Machine. We will make it into an outpost. Eventually. Eventually. This. Windward Moor. Freezing winds buffet this part of the valley. Following our oldest maps, our scouts found a generator construction site buried under the snow, but little of use remains. The area contains some resource deposits, but they are too inaccessible to benefit New London. This place will be too barren to benefit us. Alright, then what is this for? Anyways, goods production. Always nice to have. $300 heat stamps. Okay, well, time to pass the time, I guess.
Communal caregivers carefully monitor their target's
David Home, beggar. Oh, Dave, you're a wreck when you last shave, huh? Or bathe, for that matter. What would Anna say to see you like this? Though appearances would be last on her mind, I reckon more likely, why'd you drink away all our funds? Or did you pass out somewhere soft at least last night? Maybe next $5 I get goes on a haircut. No, the one after that. First, I need a drink. Alcohol abuse. Yeah, well, that's part of alcohol.
Stewart!
What is it? Faction rally. Bursting with support, the streets fill, the Faith Keepers as they praise your name and call upon the rest of the city to raise for you as well. The Faith Keepers have begun rallying in support of you and the direction you have led the city. Then why the fuck are you at my throat creating more fervor? Their devotion attracts more followers and the rallies grow in size and enthusiasm. How should they help the city? Eat stamps.
organizers must
Stewart! Do you hear us?
The silent hand, rising tension. Stewart, As our guards climb the city in search of the missing evolvers, the head of our secret police requested a word. We must put a nice show, but it's time to end the investigation. These people will never be found. We are professionals after all, said the man who didn't care to sit or even remove his black trench coat. Worry not, steward. Keep your hands clean and let us do what we do best. Protect the city against dangerous dissidents. He finished before walking away. What should we do? Expose the secret police or hush the matter? Fuck. You know, even though they're my secret police, they need to do things without getting caught, first of all, and without, you know, making everything worse. So fervor is increased, yes, but well, I told the truth. Alright, one thing that I will say also is that, you know, the zoom out of the Frostlands, that definitely got updated because I remember the zoom not being zoomy enough. So, good. This update was very, very good. Okay, I got this settlement going on. I can slow down on my goods productions for now. I can slow down. Now, what else has been explored? Let us. Fortitude Base. Rowet Expedition Possible Settlement. The abandoned base welcomes us with the Fortitude sign. The roof has collapsed on a lab where scientists studied the case of the frost, but the training halls remain intact along with the equipment used in attempts to contact other generator sites. We could take all the preserved supplies back to New London, or we could leave them, making reactivating the base less costly. Supplies, 3 cores, leave the supplies, fire up the radio tower, better equip our scouts for what lies ahead. We may construct an outpost here to assist our exploration. What does that mean? Sure. Exploration cost is decreased. Okay. That's nice. Dreamer's Mine. An ironwork sits at the surface of the mine, its walls covered with designs of wagons and transports. Smaller glass works, once fabricated fragile scientific instruments. A few tools remain after many years of scavenging, but there is still iron at the very bottom of the shaft. Materials? No, I don't need materials. Staging area. Rowet Expedition. Judging from the remains, dozens of vehicles were manned and loaded here. Our scouts found some maps in a half-buried crate, each marked with the possible locations of other generator sites. One was annotated with thick letters. Rowet knows. They left with such enthusiasm that many tools and scrap pieces were left behind to be buried by snow and time. Gather the scrap? No, I don't. I'm not really in need of more materials. Again. Hunting camp. A row of hunters' hangars breaks the flat white landscape. Once the workers gathered food for a great expedition, now may gather food to feed our great city. I'll keep a note on that. And the lovers. That looks interesting. A pair of automatons lie broken in the snow. Their tracks show they lost their navigational bearings and followed each other in a circle until they broke down. The scouts make their story sound almost romantic. It is, really. We can either take their cores or repair the automatons to work in New London. Repair the automatons. Take the core. Only 2 cores? No! Let them keep being lovers. Let them go to our city. Ghost Town. All signs indicate this settlement was inhabited until recently. Strangely, the larder was emptied, but most clothing and personal items were left behind. There are some bloodstains in the snow, but no bodies were found. One scout found a salvageable core beneath the hearth of the town hall, earning herself extra rations. The building themselves contain useful components too, if we can spare the man to dismantle them. 30 Frostland teams. I will wait until we have 30. Musk ox herd. Our scouts swear these beasts grow thicker coats every year. Adapted to the frost, in a few years they might be able to survive even a whiteout without a care. That's very good. So, I'm going to wait until I get 30 teams. And then let's see. There you go, 35 teams, that easy. Okay, take everything. Ah, just prefabs, more prefabs? I don't need more prefabs. I have oodles and caboodles of them. Okay, it's gonna get cold soon. So, and my heating situation is not good. So, I will need to build advanced fracturing pump jacks, because every single one of these has a pump jack to it. And if I'm going to inhabit Winterhome, I need even more heating over there. So, it's gonna be a pain in the ass, and it's going to cost a lot of steam cores, but it is necessary. The only place I can get reliable source of heating is here, because I have millions and millions and millions and millions of deposits, and now I need to focus on heating. It's becoming a little bit dire, and the evolvers.
Stuart! We are calling you, Stuart.
Look, the evolver. Every time I put them to jail, tensions keep increasing and keep increasing and keep increasing, but you know, their numbers, their members are, I think, low enough that I can deal with them if they ever become a problem. I hope.
Please be patient with our teaching hospital residents. Mistakes are part of the learning.
Abe Grisham, 57, bookmaker. Or the steward created a secret police, but isn't gonna be grand. Cloud Cuckoo Land and the Lack. Wait, people are missing. You don't say. Bad secret police. I'll save the city from the evil I created. I'll keep them around, of course, but they'll behave now. Pinky promise. And these fools are falling for that? Fuck this. Fuck the secret police and fuck the steward. You're exposed to secret police's murderers, but some questions about your integrity. Well, I told the truth. Hey, I could have kept secret about it and let people disappear. I could have done that, and it would benefit only me and me alone. Yet did I do that? No. I thought about you people. I thought about you people. So, get me some goddamn respect. fuck all. Okay, now I got the advanced fracturing palm jack. These things are going to cost me a fortune. But it is necessary in order to get the damn get these damn things working, because if I am ever going to colonize Winterhome, which I dread, I still need these things to be up and running. These are extremely important. Yes, the material thing is high now, but I can accommodate that. Especially since I have my freight hangars, which increase the load that I can put on these skyways. I don't know why this is the way it is. I don't know why I can't do anything about this. But hopefully this doesn't reflect badly. But we shall see. Anyways, now I have a very high influx of oil, but it is still not enough. I still need to colonize Winterhome, which is going to take a lot more oil to supply. So I better make a couple more of these, just in case. This is going to cost me a lot, but here we go. Alright.
Stewart.
Orphaned apprentices, family apprenticeship, and communal parenthood. Still, many are bewildered by the new situation following the passage of communal parenthood. Parents are uncertain about what to do with the children who are apprenticed to them. Since he is now considered everyone's child, can we keep him at our workshop? Inquired one parent. He continually expresses a desire to stay, yet I am unsure if we are permitted to keep them. Some parents wish to retain their children as apprentices, while others greatly await their departure. The workforce bonus of family apprenticeship is decreased as long as communal parenthood is active. Promise to repair, dismiss the problem. This problem will be solved in due time. Is there a contradicting of laws that I did? Probably yes. Sure, repeal a family apprenticeship, sure. So parenthood and childhood are contradicting with each other. So repeal or reappeal, right? I need to choose one of these two, I guess. So propose this. Negotiate with the Frostlanders and the New Londoners. I want them condemn the Evolvers. Yes, I will definitely do that. And Frostlanders, I need to get better relationship with the Frostlanders too, because their relationships are very, very low. But I don't want to do any of that, so I will just leave it in a vote.
The proposed law has been approved.
Steward? Steward?
Holy shit, look at the Faith Keepers.
Do you hear us, Steward?
Well, decrease their size. They're going to become a problem very soon. So, okay, I am done, bringing them to jail. I am done rounding them up, because the only thing that it's doing is increasing the tension. They already hate me. Both of those factions already hate me. They have maximum fervor, but the good thing is that I dwindled down their population enough to the point that I can fight them in a war, if it ever comes to that. So I will keep my eye on that development, but for now, let us find other happy places to be in. Shipwreck camp, settlement population approximately 5. Ooh! Broken chains hang from the gunwale of a wrecked prison hook, founded by escaped convicts who swore all residents would be equal. Rival gangs form over time and now compete for power. Our scouts say the settlement is in chaos with different laws and practices behind each bulkhead. Until a clear authority reigns, there is nothing we can do for this right. Do I need to be captain for that? The shipwreck's old leadership are rumored to be hiding out in the nearby ridgeline. If we arm the men at the nearby Baron's Cave, they'll be able to defeat the rival gangs and bring about order. Support new leadership. Reinstall all leaders. Bring these people to New London. Send squads to rush the gangs, demolish the wreck, and bring the innocents to New London. That's very good, but holy shit, that's a lot of people. I'll come back later. That's a lot of people. A lot. Baron's Cave. A wall of whiskey barrels protects the entrance to this cave. Inside, shackled servants sell anything from stolen jackets to sun drugs. Towards the back of the market is where the servants themselves are, bought and sold. Our scouts were handed a message. To whoever rules New London, I rescued each of my servants from certain death in a plague-ridden bilge at the shipwreck camp. Send us the materials to make weapons, and we can expand to the shipwreck itself. The Baron. Send materials. Wow, that's a lot. Let's shut it down. Send the men to seize the Baron's operations and free the servants. I do have a lot of materials, but do I trust the Baron? If we arm men at the nearby Baron's Cave, they'll be able to defeat the rival gangs and bring about order. Huh. Or the shipwreck's old leadership are rumored to be hiding out in nearby Ridgeline. Ridgeline. Okay, I will go to the Ridgeline and see the second option. So, launch an expedition there. Hot Springs, hey! This is the settlement from Frostpunk 1 where there's a lot of food in here. These hard people live in deep reverence to the natural spring which they believe can cure any ailment. Their simple hot houses and subterranean housing are barely enough to support their population, so their culture ensures nothing is wasted and no weaknesses is tolerated. They are skeptical of outsiders, but perhaps we can convince or force them to allow our sick to heal at the natural spring. If we have access to a trail to the hot springs, we can reduce disease. Access the hot springs people say they will give access if we rebuild the loading station at High Pass and their mushroom experiment somewhere in Endless Plains. Huh. Endless Plains? Where was Endless Plains? I'll search for it soon. Anyways. Nameless Cliff, Hot Springs. Many small mounds under the cliff attracted our scouts' attention. They discovered hundreds of infant skeletons. A track from the top of the cliff leads to the hot springs. We can only assume they have their reasons for doing this. Perhaps we can offer to take any children and the hot springs cannot support to New London. Offer to take infants. Even if they are a burden on New London, we will take care of these children. I'll think about it soon. First, Endless Plains. Where is that? Dismantle the station, bury the elder, salvage the station's parts, rebuild the stations. We can use this station to help us connect with hot springs. Yeah? Was that it? Was that the place? Huh. Well. I'll keep that under consideration.
Steward.
Yes? Faithkeepers begin protesting. Steward, the Faithkeepers have decided to protest your rule. The city is changing, and for the worse. We present this list of demands. Tend to them, and we will disperse, said one of their leaders. But if you refuse to change the course on those, let us strive for equality so all can live with dignity. They will keep protesting until you respect their demands, further their vision of the city, or force them to disperse. Oh? Huh. I will research the Pleasure Commons. I will. Bija. The Pleasure Commons. 100 heat stamps. You got yourself a deal. You got yourself a deal. Oh my god, a lot of people live. A lot of people live. This place over here is completely free of worries. Uh-oh. Tension is catastrophic. The whole UI changed. I am researching pleasure comments. But see, this is the cool part. When the tensions are extremely high, the UI turns dark, it turns black. You should be prepared for a war at this point. So, look, this was gonna happen
Stuart.
one way or another,
Stuart,
right?
Stuart.
The problem is the Faith Keepers. They have a lot of members compared to the Evolvers. But, hey, I knew we were going to war, and the war just started. It has begun.
Hear us.
Faith Keepers take over expanded industrial district. Protest spread. Stewart, the Faith Keepers protests have spread to another district. Bitch, I am researching that damn thing that you wanted. People are openly questioning their actions, however, pointing out the city is faring well under your leadership. In fact, despite this show of force, it seems more and more people are choosing to abandon their ideals. The good situation in the city pushes people away from the Faith Keepers. For every 1,000 members, their protests can spread an additional district over time. I see. Bitch, you are ruining my production of goods, so you better cut that shit out. There. What you wanted is done. Your demands are met. Get the fuck out of my good productions, because I don't want you there. Mushroom experiment summon on endless plains. Where is endless plains? I don't know where endless plains is. It should be nearby, right? The woodsman, shipwreck camp. The sound of sawmills can be heard miles before reaching the small commune of old escaped convicts. Each worker is paid equally, regardless of seniority, and each wear the same uniform, even when not on shift. It seems they were once the organizers of the shipwreck camp, but many thought they were corrupt, and new gangs forced them out of town. If we reinstate the woodsmen as leaders of the shipwreck camp, they will gladly give us the sawmills. Take by force. We would forcefully reinstate the woodsmen to bring equality and order to these people. The shipwreck camp will provide guards, 10 frost teams, 15. Yeah, let's establish the rule. The woodsmen are ready to hand over the mills operation to us with thanks. Gain access to materials outposts. Cool. Nice. Okay, what is this? Textiles factory, shipwreck camp. The factory's machinery has all been taken away, but thousands of uniforms lie in the warehouse, neatly sorted into rows according to size. A delivery schedule shows the clothes were being sent to the shipwreck camp. The last deliveries are marked as refused. The uniforms are simple but made from quality yarn. In any case, too many clothes are better than not enough. Take the uniforms. 25,000. Okay, wait a moment. 25,000. I do need them. Or use... We have enough clothes, but scrap fabric is useful for building and insulation. Nah, take the uniforms. Take them. Now, I hope that the endless plains are here. So I'm gonna send an expedition team. And what is this? Baron's Cave? Ah. A wall of whiskey barrels. The owner claims everyone is... I need to shut this down later. Okay. Okay, the protests are over. Good. If you ever do that ever again, I will destroy all of you. Okay? Now, Pleasure Commons. I like Pleasure Commons. So, there will be pleasure for all. You know, some, alcohol here and there, some warming of the bodies, you might say, over there. And, everything will be alright. I need more fuel storage. A lot of fuel storage. And by a lot, I mean many insane amounts of fuel storage. John Barry. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. Thought the steward had more of a spine, really. When a brat misbehaves, you give him a good thrashing, not some treats. But somehow, when these filthy face keepers kick and scream, they get their way, well, we can throw fits too. You negotiated with the Faith Keeper, causing the evolvers to radicalize. Well, I wanted Pleasure Commons, they wanted Pleasure Commons. It's called working out a deal, evolvers. Something you have never done throughout the entire game.
Steward.
Do you hear us, Steward?
Steward.
Steward?
Endless Plains explored. Fine fuckingly. Okay, so that was the Endless Plains. God damn, man. I'll be with it in a second. Okay. I found Endless Plains. Hot Springs Mushroom Cave. This is the thing that I was hoping for to find. Our scouts found a variety of mushrooms growing within the different depths of this cave. Broken heat pipes run through the caverns. The scouts suspect this place was an attempt by the Hot Springs populace to develop a hardier food stores. We could take the mushrooms to add more variety to our hot houses, or we could repair the facility and share its benefits with the Hot Springs people. Take the mushrooms, how many? Food production efficiency is increased, or repair heating systems. Both we and the Hot Springs can benefit from developing hardy new crops. Creates a food harvesting site. Hot Springs will be pleased. Yes, 200 prefabs. There you go. Now, let us Access the spring. Some of our sick and wounded will recover faster with these warm waters. Allows creation of an outpost to reduce disease. Cool. I need to connect skyways. Oh, fuck. And what was the other thing? Bone traders. Hot springs. Some people from hot springs have started a market of goods crafted from bone. It appears that a herd of musk ox froze in the valley. They have made use of every part of the frozen beast to sustain themselves, including their bones. The traders are on the verge of starving. They will happily give us their goods for some food. I'll come back later. I'll come back later until I have a dire need of food. Anyways, where's the barons here? Send men to seize the baron's operation and freed servants. Send. And I have guards here if I connect the rails. So I need to do a lot of connecting this time around. So that's going to be my focus. I need hundreds of heat stamps, so I will focus on that. Yes? Who is? Maribel, laundress, eavesdropping through a door. They don't invite me anymore. Every other Sunday we used to meet up, the four of us. Crumpets, berry, wine, and gossip, the perfect afternoon. Now they won't even talk to me. I spew poison out of my mouth, spouted Lizzie. That's what the steward said. I can hear them coming up the stairs again without me. Condemned evolvers are shunned by other residents of the city. Well, yeah, hopefully you are condemned. Hopefully you disperse.
Steward.
You are making everyone's lives worse. Everyone's. Program war, mandatory schools, steward. People are increasingly arguing over the curriculum taught in schools. Something we should reduce theoretical knowledge and provide more survival training. We're filling these kids' heads with the numbers and useless junk, complained an angry trapper. We ought to take them to the fields trips to hunt. Others argue for the exact opposite. We need to teach children how to think and come up with new solutions instead of perpetuating outdated practices, says an engineer. What should we do? Focus on survival training, provides food, or concentrate on science? Balance. Balance is everything. Jack of all trades, masters of none. Exactly. That's how I want things to be. You know, some specialization here and there is not going to kill anybody, people. Just stop bitching and moaning like you always do. That's all I ask.
The city does.
Paul Peachy. Putting clean socks on. Every day looks the same. Work, eat, sleep, repeat. Shouldn't complain though. Without the work city gives me, I couldn't offer to Bertha. Ah, Bertha. She knows how to take care of me. Always finds something new to do with me. I think I'll ask her to marry me. Pleasure commons help people to cope. Nice. That's exactly what I want. Fuck to your heart's content and forget about the radicals that are infesting the city. That's exactly what I want you to do. Trust in your steward.
Are you listening?
Steward. Steward.
What is it? Evolvers began protesting. Ignore for now. Smack them down! I warned you, Evolvers, to not fuck around with my city. I warned you, and these are the consequences. I warned you. If you don't want to stay in this city, then you are welcome to get the fuck out of here.
Steward.
A violent clash, quelled protest. Steward, the city guards have successfully quelled the protest, but numerous injuries were reported on both sides. The protesters accused the guards of brutality, while the latter claimed they were attacked and simply answered in kind to defend themselves, whereas the conflicting reports make it difficult to determine with certainty the individual responsibilities in the case at hand. We ought to define clearer rules of engagement for the future. What instructions should we give our guards? Maintain order at all costs, quelling protests, may incur fatalities, or refrain from unnecessary violence. 0.2 guard squads cost of all abilities. I should increase my guard squads. But yes, there is a strengthening number. Sending more guards should limit excessive violence. Good. Control your violence. Control it. Even though the Evolvers are piece of shit people, but I am working on a law to get them the hell out of here. I am working on it.
Do you hear us, Steward?
Steward!
Do you hear us, Steward?
Ah, why? Finally, Winterhome ruins. Scouts report the valley is filled with toxic miasma seeping from the chasms in the ground, seemingly made by a huge explosion. In an effort to make the site more hospitable, we could force an avalanche down the valley, covering some of the fissures, but we would bury the technological roots of the city forever. If we want to access the foundations of the destroyed generator and salvage the cores within, we have to demolish the last of the ruins and crack the ground open even more. Once our colonists arrive, we will have to choose. This is an extremely dangerous place. We better come prepared. We can establish a colony here. Well, send colonists. Return to Winterhome. Descending into the valley of Winterhome will be very challenging and will need to divert resources, manpower, and attention from New London. Are you certain you wish to confront this challenge now? It seems we are ready to meet these challenges. Wait. Can I meet the challenges? I have food production, materials production, some goods production, a whole lot of Frostland teams, a shit ton of prefabs. Housing, I can move them to Winterhome. You know what? I accept your challenge. Send colonists, Winterhome. Steward, a radical group of faith keepers have come forward with a proposition. They suggest ensuring the leading members of the Evolvers end up included in the colonist group that will set out for Winterhome. The Evolvers have been the source of discord in New London. Excuse me? You're talking about the Evolvers only? One of the members of the Faith Keeper says, make sure the most fervent among them join the main group of Winterhome colonists. With them gone, New London will be free from protests. Are you kidding me? You people are also protesting in my city, you know that? Recruit colonists equally from all communities. Make sure to include Evolver leader. All of them. You're not running away. Yeah, you Faith Keepers are just as bad as those Evolvers. Not worse than the Evolvers because, well, they are worse. But, Tit for tat, man. Tit for tat. Philomena Costello, glassblower. We thought the steward's guard dogs wouldn't dare, not with the children in our midst. We underestimated how eager dogs are to please their master. Zoe threw herself at them, trying to buy time for the kids to bolt. They beat her, again and again. She'll make it, but the children are a mess. Why did they hurt Zoe? They kept crying. What am I to tell them, steward? Curse you! You sent guards against the evolvers, causing them to radicalize. Hey, it was your own fault that you threw children in the front lines with you, knowing that you are going to war with me. So, that is an appropriate use of force to destroy all of you evolvers while saving everybody else in the city. So, you brought it on yourselves. You brought this upon yourselves. But hey, I did tell the guards to ease up on their violence by having more guards present. So, good luck staging a war with more guards on my side. Good luck.
Here, Stuart.
Baron's Cave. Our men have stormed the wall and shut down the Baron's operations. The servants have been freed, but they remain on site. Unsure what to do, there is also a considerable stash of liquor. Sun drugs and luxury goods are too useful to waste. We can send this all back to New London, or perhaps we could start an operation of our own. What 25,000 goods? No. There may be some merit to this enterprise after all. We can develop an outpost here and profit in heat stamps. Yes! Yes, yes, and yes. Excellent. More heat stamps coming my way.
Help us keep you.
Stuart.
Yes. The fate of Winterhome. A pivotal choice. The Winterhome expedition has arrived to the cursed city. The cores under the ruins could be used to further upgrade New London's generator, bringing about levels of warmth we never dreamt of. To reach the cores, we need to have demolished the ruins, split the earth open to access those that are buried, and extract them quickly before toxicity renders Winterhome forever uninhabitable. Alternatively, we could seal the toxic fissures, forever burying most of the cores. We could bring an avalanche down on the Baron, down the cracks, then work fast to manually close what remains. But afterwards, we could build a new city here and use it as a springboard for our expansion. Whichever approach we take, there will be no turning back. Our decision here will shape the power balance between Faithkeepers and Evolvers. Salvage Winterhome. Below the ruins, we need more cores to upgrade our generators to full capacity. Or settle Winterhome. Close the features. If we can settle here, no single whiteout will endanger all of us again. Huh. Huh. I do want cores. I do want cores. But then again, it is another place to live. And Winterhome is an extremely big place. The problem is the toxic gases, yes. You know what? I will settle in Winterhome. Change of heart. You're about to make a decision inconsistent with your previous choices. Thus far, you have chosen to support Faith Keepers and their path to defeat the Frost. This choice will realize the Evolver's dreams and undermine any hope of future the Faith Keepers wanted. If you proceed, Faith Keepers will be outraged. Good. They are already outraged with me. I don't want neither the Faith Keepers nor the Evolvers in my city. Accept. Ah, Winterhome. What an insanely horrible place. Winterhome colonized. Chapter 4, Veracity. Settling Winterhome. Colonizing Winterhome into a habitable colony will be difficult. Yes, the remnant toxic gas springs will spew toxic fumes. We have to frostbreak and contain all toxic features before the gas concentration becomes lethal. I see. 49 weeks will increase toxicity to catastrophic. Winterhome gas. Monitor the disease levels in Winterhome. Ruins as you play. Building in toxic gas area will significantly increase the overall disease level in the colony. Be aware that the entire area will deteriorate over time due to the incoming gas outbursts. High disease levels from gas intoxication will also lead to recurring citizen deaths. Utilize any methods available to reduce disease or limited people's exposure to toxic gases. Wow. Here we are. Winterhome. It is not a pleasure seeing you again, my old friend. This place is a cesspit. A fuckhole. An insanely bad place to live. But hey, I need to frostbreak a lot, right? I need to make little homes here and there to be habitable enough to the point where I can frostbreak everything around there here. So this will be a massive undertaking. Massive. But hey, what is this? What is this? Toxic gas spring, source of noxious fumes. How can I destroy that? Anyways, that's neither here nor there. You know, resource transfer tutorial. Too late, man. Too late. I already know how to do these things. So, the old Dreadnought is completely safe. You know, they are having the time of their lives. They are oil workers to the bone. They have advanced fracturing pump jacks almost everywhere. There's no advanced fracturing pump jacks here, so that means I could even increase the oil supply even more if I wanted to. But for now, look, I am getting way too much oil in New London, so I'm going to divert resources to Winterhome, which they need A lot of. And it's only going to get colder as the week passes. There's going to be more frost whiteouts. The Evolvers are staging a coup right here. The Faith Keepers are pieces of shit. You know, both of these factions are going against me. The only ones that are not are the New Londoners. So... yeah. Anyways, I will leave the game here, and on the next episode I will take on Winterhome. Extraction. What new extraction do I have? Advanced mechanized sawmill, okay. And fume filtration district. Ah. Uh-oh. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Oh fuck. Oh. Oh fuck. Well, it seems like I have another problem in my hands. I did not even notice that the prefabs would fall that much. I had 3,000 prefabs before, and now I have less than 3,000. Ah, good thing I catched up on that right when I was ending this episode, because... oh my god. Okay. First of all... ah, I don't have enough to go there. Well, now I do. So, on the next episode, I have two problems to deal with. The first problem is going to be prefabs. I need to extract the prefabs over there, and at the same time, I need to construct a prefab factory. Somewhere. Maybe in the old Dreadnought. Maybe. But, I did not notice that I was running out of, prefabs. Anyways. I will leave it here. It would have been so much easier if I would have salvaged from Winterhome, but no. I am going the hard path and actually settle in it. So I will leave it here. My war situation with the Evolvers and the Faith Keepers is progressing. It's underway. I will need to prepare for that too. I will need to increase my guard squads to the maximum amount that I can in order to completely demolish all of them with an iron fist. I have warned them time and time and time and time and time and time again that I support no fervors in my city. And yet, what are they doing? Pushing me. They are pushing me and pushing me and pushing me, and it's time that I push back. Thank you everybody so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you on the next one.